Hey Al, thought I'd take this chance to show you guys my turtle tank, my custom turtle tank. I wanted to get some turtles. I had a turtle, wanted to get another one, and wasn't happy with the tanks I was seeing online. So I went and had this one made. The basic feature of it, of course, is having this little guy right here. Most of them didn't have anything like that. They just had a place for the turtles to get wet and, of course, bask in the light, but that was all. I wanted something where they could actually go swimming. So here's the tank. Let me show you some of its features. First, we got the spot right here where they can climb up. They have no problem climbing up here and bask on the rocks. It's also a little bit shallow here, so they get a little bit of water if they want. One of the two turtles does like to kind of sit down in here. There they have that shelf for them. And then we've got our waterfall over here. These rocks I actually found about 3 kilometers back in behind my house. I wanted to save some money and found all these rocks, brought them home, broke them down, cleaned them up, and made do. See, I've got a little castle down here. We've got a skull in the castle. There's a story here. I'll tell you the story shortly. We've got some fish in here. I got a few cleaner fish. This guy, a fisherman pulled it out of the pond back in behind my place, and my daughter liked them, so we kept them. Those 4 there are more cleaner fish. They help keep the algae down. And then we have another castle over here, the mermaid castle. And there's the tank. Now let me introduce you to our 2 turtles. I'll just throw them in there now. I took them out while I cleaned the tank. Let's see, the first one here is Fred. Here's Fred. He's the first turtle we have. He's the one that likes to sit out here. Smile for the camera, Fred. Fred. You know turtles, not exactly the social animals. There's Fred. We'll put him over here. And then we have George. We'll grab George here. He's the bigger of the 2. And here's George. George, you gonna smile for the camera? It's not quite as shy. All right, George, we'll put you in the water. He usually likes to stay in the water. There you go. So yeah, okay, let me get to the little story. The tank is in my daughter's room, and I created this tank for her, had it specifically designed, and create a little story. First of all, we have the castle. Well, the castle used to be at the top of the mountain, but there was a great earthquake, and the people escaped. Nobody was hurt, but the castle slid down and was buried at the bottom of the mountain, where it stayed there unnoticed, except for the mermaids, who stay in the mermaid castle, and they knew about it, but they didn't bother with it. But then, an evil wizard, he found the castle, and he decided to go in there and do some evil experiments. And you look closely, you can see a light, a bluish light, where he is still performing his experiments down there. His evil experiments turned the land black with corruption, and transformed into the skull into the mountain. Then the corruption started to spread. The spreading corruption was noticed, of course, by the poor mermaids, who saw their beautiful land turning black, and they called for help. And the turtles came. Yes, the turtles came, and they built this wall, which keeps all the corruption back, and they stay here now to maintain the wall and keep the mermaids safe within their castle. So that's why we have the white on one side and the black corruption on the other. Of course, my daughter loves the little story. And there's my turtle tank. Oh, forgot one other interesting feature. Bear with me for a second. And there we go. Yes, I put a mister in behind the mountain, and actually with winter coming, this mist will actually help keep the room from being so dry, better for sleeping, and it looks kind of cool. The mist will build up there. The fog coming in from the mountain. The way it plays across the... It's kind of cool, I think. My daughter and I just love sitting there watching the fog, watching the turtles. And there you have it, guys. There is my custom-made turtle tank. To help keep it clean, I've got buried under this fog, I've got a pump which helps keep her clean. There's another pump hidden behind the mountain. And if you notice, the mermaid castle, there's 3 lights. I got them buried in behind. And if I had a third hand, I have remote controls where I can change those lights to different colors. And periodically, my daughter will ask me to make it blue or red or whatever we want, so we can change all 3 colors. 3 lights, 1 for each point and tier on the castle. All right. There you have it, guys. My turtle tank. Hope you liked it. Say goodbye, guys.